Okay, howdy ho, welcome back. So I guess where we are, we're in Christchurch. I've just loaded this scenery and we're going to test it out and practice another RMP AR approach into Queenstown, possibly a landing, possibly a go around with a divert maybe to Invercargill. We'll see how we go. We've loaded some Queenstown airport scenery as well, so we'll see how that looks. Hopefully, yeah, I mean the base is around 1100 feet in Queenstown, so we'll get a quick glimpse of the airport area before we go missed, if we go missed. See what happens. So obviously Ortho, XP, Sim Heaven, and then Christchurch scenery from a chap in New Zealand. I forget his name. He's pretty famous in New Zealand. I've just totally forgotten his name. But yeah, it's really good. It's a big difference on the default, that's for sure. Okay, so let's jump in. I've just hopped on board. APU's powered up. And we'll get into our preliminary cockpit preparation. So I'll start, as always, again single pilot, so I'll start with the captain because that's easy. So cockpit lights, EFBs. Again, I'm using my personal EFB, so you won't be able to see that. Initialize the ACARs, so we've got a flight planned. Should come through. And while I'm on this page, Christchurch, Queenstown. Christchurch is the alternate. It's our flight number. Good. Checking we've got the correct engine. Good database. And do the acceptance. Normal. No fails. And we'll check the logbook. That's good. And aircraft configuration summary. What are we in? NFH, and we'll talk about the equipment on board out of the QRH for a NEO aircraft. My colleague on the other side would check to see if there's any OEBs. So I'll go there, and now we'll swap to the FO flow. Well, it's not a flow, it's out of the QRH, the preliminary cockpit preparation checklist. So engine masters are off, engine mode selectors normal, weather radars off, projector wind shear off, landing gear is down, both wipers off. We've already got power established anyway, so batteries are on, external power is not available, RMPs. We're on VATSIM, so that's set. ACPs are set. APU fire test. Good enough. External power, no external power. IR mode selectors, okay, we'll pretend they've already been cycled. And my colleague would set up their EFB. Okay, so the FO would also get, whoops, let me go back here, the ATIS, is the ATC online? No ATC, so we'll just get the METARs. Print that. Okay, so we've got Christchurch, Queenstown, and okay, so out of here 080 at 3 knots, better than overcast at 1307 degrees. Okay, so I am going to use my own EFP for the performance calculation. Sorry, you won't be able to see it. Okay, so we'll have a quick discussion on what data we're going to use. We'll use 02 from, we'll go full length today. Wind 060 at 2 knots. Temperature is, oh sorry, try that wind again. It's reading the wrong one, looking at the wrong one. 070 magnetic at, okay, 2 knots. Temperature we'll use 8 degrees. QNH, go one down on that, so 1024. Runway's dry. Base at 1300 feet. We'll go engine anti-ice off. The weight for us, if I just look at my Simbury flight plan, the projected takeoff weight is 67.2. So let's use 67.5, just a little bit up. Everything else standard, and we'll calculate that. So my colleague would do the same performance calculation, and then we'd compare the calculations. So preliminary performance cross-check, Christchurch 02, full length, flexing 63, 147 times 3, and green dot 220, checked. Okay. So my colleague in the other seat would continue their preliminary cockpit preparation checks after that. So engines, it's always a pain doing this. Okay, 18, 18.5, that's good. Minimum 14. Auto, hydraulic levels are good. Speed brake, parking brake on, and pressure's in the green. Checking the emergency equipment, gear pins, CBs, all that sort of thing, and then off for an exterior walk around. Right, so the captain now. Start with the overhead panel. Okay, now starts my flow. This is part of the cockpit preparation flow. So down from the bottom, test that. There's some more tests you have to do on the ACP, but in the radio management panel, but I won't worry about it. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Pretend we haven't got the fuel yet. Temperature's a little bit warm. Charge of the batteries, off and on within 10 seconds, less than 60 amps, that's good. And fuel pump's already on, don't have to check the crossfeed, but if we did, that's where we'd check it there. Okay, good. Fire test. Okay, and that side there, and the engineering panel, maintenance overhead panel is all good. I'll just have a quick look at the CVs, they look all good too. Okay. Pedestal. Okay, auto, off, that's set. Set, neutral, idle, normal. And above number 1, auto, and that should be standby 2000. That's all good there. Okay, now we're up to the McDo now. So we've already checked this page. This monitor, we'll check the lat and long from the gate coordinates. That's all good. Okay, Christchurch, Queenstown, Christchurch is the alternate. Actually, we might change it to Invercargill. Correct flight number, cost index, well, it's a bit low. Just make it 280. We'll have to assess that, whether we can get up to 280. Temperatures, I wish it was 15, but it's unfortunately 7. Flight plan. We are departing on 02, and if I look on my Navigraph EFB, they're set up for the south departure, so we'll have to change that. Stand by. There's a whole bunch of departures out of Christchurch. I've got to find the right one. Not that one. No. There's literally about 20, and I haven't flown to Queenstown in a while out of Christchurch, so I forget which one it is. Must be getting close. Must be. Okay. Mukvo, 1 Papa. Okay, flight plan. Good put. Okay. Okay, that looks correct. Right, we'll load the arrival and approach into Queenstown since it's a reasonably short flight. So we are looking at the Elra 4 Alpha 05. Now I've got to make sure I get the right 05 approach. Now, is it the Zulu? Zero 05 Zulu via Cebu and Elra 4 Alpha. Right. Let's have a look at that. Yep. Yes. Yes, okay, that's correct. Now we'll have to modify some of the constraints on that arrival and approach, but we'll do that airborne. Won't do it now. Okay, so flight plan's good. Now we'll load some winds in. This would normally be inserted automatically, but it's okay. Do it now. copy. Do lateral revision on scan. New destination Christchurch. This is for a quick return if we have to come back. Christchurch ILS 02. Just insert that. And secondary weather for our return back into Christchurch. QNH is 1025. Oh, it's going up. Excellent. 7 degrees. 070 at 3. And what is the approach minima? 323. Barrow. That's fine. And this approach altitude, single engines, 4,000 feet. Just as a reminder. Okay, for what it's worth, we'll hard tune Christchurch VOR. Select it up here. Right. Okay. So I'm going to use 0.1 on the taxi out. 61.1 was the prelim, we'll just say. That's correct, 29.2, 6.4. We asked for 6.5. That's fine. We'll go with that. Landing weight, so we're below max landing weight, and as you can see, we've got an extra. That was Christchurch gas, actually. Actually, I've got to load the alternate in because it doesn't do it. It does it automatically in the real plane when you uplink the flight plan, or actually when you insert the alternate, but here it doesn't. So it's just got Invercargill. So I have to go off script here and have a look and see what the weather in Invercargill is doing. So I'll just go onto my personal FB here and just check the weather in Invercargill. Okay, they're using 2.2. It's actually a westerly at 6 knots, reducing 3k, moderate drizzle. Ooh, broken at 1,000 feet, 9 degrees. 2.2. So 300, that's 70 off, so it's pretty much all crosswind, but it's only 6 knots. Okay, so 2.2. Right, so with that in mind, I'm just looking at the stars into Invercargill, so I can load that in the flight plan here. So that would be the where is it? Anopa 6 Bravo arrival. Yep. Okay. So we'll go Invercargill arrival, RNAV 22 via. Okay, better grab that one up. RNAV 22, and that'll be via Laylive, I believe. I'll just see if that matches up to their arrival. Yep, it does. And I said the Anopa 6 Bravo. Transition will be Sungu. RNAV 22, initial approach fix is Laylive, Anopa 6 Bravo via transition Sungu. Alright, insert. So let's have a look at this, just to make sure it makes sense. Go back here. So we do the departure, we go fly en route, we do the Alpha 4 Alpha arrival for 05, we carry out the RNAV Yankee 05, shoot that, missed approach, head south, that should go all the way to Sungu, hold, yep, and then there's a disco, which is fine, and then it's got back to Queenstown, that's fine. It's happy with that. And then from Sungu, now we're looking at the Anopa arrival into Invercargill from Sungu. Yep. They live, transition, or initial approach fix for the RMP 22 into Invercargill. Gold. Okay. So that's all there ready to go for me here on my little EFB. Okay, awesome. Okay, and Vo, one papa, I think that's how you say it. Out of here, alright. God, there's some of these waypoint names that are just killing me. Killing me. Right, okay, so now, okay, flight plan's good now. We were up to NIT B, yep, we got that done. Now, performance wise, I'm just going to use my performance data. So, weight wise, 67.4, 67.5 here, so I'll just do another calc. Okay, so for me I've got 147 all the way. Makes it easy. It's flat 2, flexing 60. Don't know the THS yet. 63. Elevation here, and it's 920. Let's make it 930 actually, round it up. So it's 800 AGL for our thrust reduction acceleration, my company, and the engine out is 1620, 1630 rounded up. Again, this is all off my personal EFB. Right, managed speed on the SID is the 210, and if we go back here, yeah, okay, so we're going to have to hold a bit of, so I'll pre-select 170. Okay, it's all set. Alright, Christchurch for the return, just in case we need some numbers real quick. Okay, McDo's all done now. My colleague's back on board. Hey, how's it going? I'm just going to set 280 straight away. Most of the time it's 250 for the hold down, but there's no ATC on, so I'll just go straight up to 28. QNH is 1025. 1025, checking the elevation and the difference between the two here. So that checks RVSM requirement. Yep, so we've got the oxygen test here, come up to here, speed set, climb nav, 1FT2, 280 blue, no other flags, no flags on nav display. I think I missed this out on my flow during the cockpit preparation. Okay, check. That's good. Okay. Right. Okay, so just pretend we wanted 63.3 and we've got 66.4, so that's in there. Balance is good, and landing weight's good. At the other end we've got an extra, got heaps of gas. We're tankering, so that's no problem. Landing weight's no issue either. So sent the fuel, that's all good. Seatbelt signs on. There's no dangerous goods or special load on board, so we'll tick that box. Clearance, we'll get the clearance. And there's no ATC online, so it's all us. So we'll check the clearance. It's Christchurch to Mika Papa off 02. It takes us to Guput, and we've got 280 set and walking 2000. Check. Okay, emergency brief. Prior to 100 knots, I will direct for any non-normal. Prior to V1 for engine failure, fire, unsafe condition. Add after V1, I'll continue. There's no single engine turn. And the base is at 1300 feet, so any problems we'll just take it straight ahead. Full heading, min flap traction, engine secure 1623 feet. We can climb to 3000 on the radar and get vectors back for the ILS 02, which is all set up in the secondary. And today we will be, well, by the time, yeah, we'll be below max landing weight, just still heavy, but below max landing weight. Right, any threats for our departure today? Pretty straightforward. Base is 1300, so we haven't planned for engine anti-ice, but we may need to switch that on just before thrust reduction, but we'll see how it goes. No other threats I can think of today. Chart wise, we'd look at the chart for our SID, and again Mukvo 1 Papa, and that's on 10-3 Golf. Cat C and D aircraft, speed restriction minimum 150 knots to ISGAN. If unable, that's no problem today, and there's that constraint at ISGAN 210, so we've pre-selected 170 knots. Looking at the flight plan page, there's no ambers, so we meet all those constraints, and we're climbing straight up to 280, transitions 130. Terrain is under radar for us today, 70-100 to the west and 53 out to the east. We've got radar to mitigate terrain clearance. Weather we've talked about, it's pretty much nil sig, just a lower space, so can't really do the circuit if we need to get back in a hurry. And operationally, nil operational considerations. Anything to add? Nope. Okay, cockpit preparation checklist goes. Geppins, covers removed. Fuel quantity is 6,360 kilos balanced. Seatbelts, they're on. Adaroos, nabbing, BRF, QNH 1025. That's cockpit preparation checklist complete. Right, flight tank comes up, says got everyone on board. And I say clear to close. Tug driver's already attached. And right, ground flight deck, go ahead. Parking brake set. Removing chocks. When you can, confirm all ground checks complete. Ground checks complete, still unlock and pin installed and ready for push. Quiet. Push and start, thanks. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 653, we're pushing back stand 19, straight pushback Christchurch. Okay, clear to push. Beacon on. And transponder. Okay, full start checklist. As it's doing, disconnect is displayed. Park and brake is on. Takeoff speeds. And thrust. 147, 147, 147, flex 63. And my partner says 147, 147. And flex 63. Windows closed. And beacons on. Start check complete. Ground clear to push. Release brakes. Brakes released.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Okay, clear to start. Start ignition. Or ignition start. Dual cooling. Oh, 1 second. Okay, we'll do it. Dual cooling memo. Starting one. Hardly worth it. Actually, in hindsight, I probably no need to select that dual cooling push button. Not for 1 second anyway. Good old Pratt & Whitney's. Good start. Starting 2. Right, back out front.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Clear disconnect. Oh, actually, still got the pin in there, so I wouldn't say that. I'd wait for that amber to go away. Right, that's 2 good starts. I would PF to flow, off, off, off. Engine anti-ice not required at this stage. Right, PM flow. Ooh, I better do this. Yep, clear disconnect. Just get the THS. I don't want to get the ECAM on when I push the takeoff config. So I'll quickly, if it'll let me, I just want the up 0.4. Okay.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Okay, thank you. Right, trim. Armed. Set. Flap 2. And door. All doors are armed. Okay, there's pin and wave. And the upstart checklist. Upstart checklist anti-ice is off. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim, 29.2 set. Rudder trim, neutral. Upstart checklist complete. Excellent. Okay, flight controls. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Taxi checklist. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 653 taxiing for runway 02 Christchurch. Alright, off we go. Okay, clear to the right, clear to the left, crossing runway 29, so I'll just turn the strobes on. Brake check. Strobe off. Okay, taxi flow is brakes, terrain for you. On auto. Engine's still going to be cold, but I'll, yeah, pitch from disagree. Ew. Okay. I'll run the performance on the Toliss VFP to get the correct THS once we stop up here. Temperature's 50, 45, yeah, so a little bit to run. Up 0.4. Oh, we'll troubleshoot it once we stop. Although I am going taxing slow, so let me have a look here. So that is up. Don't know. Oh, we'll just go with it. Oh, it's clever. It's clever. It's, yeah. It's because I didn't put it in. So, ooh, it's clever. Okay, we're good to go now. Always a reason. So normally you'd put that figure in when you get the final performance, final load sheet, which we don't get in the Toliss, so that's why I missed that. My fault. Okay, good to go now. Right, with that and then, no change. Brake max, climb nav, 1FT2, 280 blue, flexing, 63 still good. And let's do the text checklist, flight controls, check, flap setting, config 2. Radar predicted wind shear is on auto. Engine mode select is norm. EK memo is takeoff, no blue. Text checklist complete. Okay, line up checklist. Right. Clear on final. Brake temperature's good. Strobe is on. And TARA. Line up checklist. Takeoff runway is 02 Alpha 7. 02 Alpha 7. TCAS. TARA. X 1 and 2. Off. On. Don't check the split. In fact, let's do a PAX off takeoff. So, PAX are off. I love it how they've simulated centerline lighting in Christchurch, touchdown zone lighting, which they don't have. Unfortunately. Okay, clear for takeoff. Lights, PAX are off. Everything's good to go. Right. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 653 is departing runway 02. We'll be climbing out to the north, left turn, heading south towards Queenstown on the Mukvo Wampapa departure, Christchurch. Right, good to go, take off. Alright, we've got Manflex 63, SRS runway auto thrusters armed. Thrust set. 100 knots, check. V1, rotate. Let's climb, gear up, nav, check. Might hand fly for a little bit. Thrust on climb auto thrust. Nah, it's enough. Have a look at the views before we look. Missed it. Okay. Right, temperature 9. 1 pack on. 10 seconds. Second pack on. Okay, let's say we get direct to there. Set. Manage speed. Speed's managed. Flap 1. Speed check. Flap 1. Flap 0, speed check. Flap 0. Lovely. Right, get back in and fly the plane. Engine EOS off. Double ding. Lights. Right, acceleration throw and PAX are on, yep. Gears up. Flap up. Giving myself lots of shortcuts today. Well, it's a Sunday and just looking at my Navigraph EFB, there's one inbound flight to Christchurch and it looks like there's someone that's just departed Queenstown. So it's pretty quiet today in the virtual world. Okay, pressurizing okay. Did I do a double ding? I'm not sure if I did. Oh, I've got it again. 310. Lights in. I can turn that off now. Airport. VOR. Prague. 280. Yeah. We'll just stay at flight plan 280. We could go higher, but we'll just keep it simple today. Navrad, delete the manual tune, and secondary is a copy. Transition. Set standard set, and cross-check through 13,100 now. Check. Okay, I'm just loading my EFB, and I'm going to start just putting some modifications into the approach, which you normally wouldn't do in real life, obviously, but I'm just trying to match it to what my company flies, which is a little bit different to Navigraph. Okay. So the arrival is fine. It's a Babu, which is the initial approach fix on the RMP-AR, that has a speed constraint of 220. Okay, and next one is 577's 10,000 feet. It's actually hardened up 10, bang on 10. Sada is 9200. Keep an eye on the plane, and the speed is 170. It's actually coded at 3.2 degrees glide path from here, which is the final descent point, but unfortunately with the Navigraph it's not coded that way. Okay, that's fine. What do we got? TPEG is 82. So I'll just harden them up. So these are pluses, but these are actually hard altitudes. Real life. Okay, the FAP is Omubu. That's where it's coded here, 3,100 feet. Again, you wouldn't be doing this in real life. This is a big no-no, but I'm just trying to match it up to what we do in real life, what the profile is in real life. Okay, now the missed approach. How are we going? Nearly there. I'll take out that 150, that's not there. Take out that 150, that's not there. 1,000 to go. And the waypoints on the missed approach are a little bit different. We've got 557. Don't have 557 there. 1,000 to go. Lidpoo. Okay, Lidpoo's close enough, so speed out start. Speed out cruise. Okay, so the speed constraint here is actually 175, and there's normally a waypoint here with plus 6,000, so I'll just keep that plus 6,000 there to cover that. Okay, that's good, and then we go out to -9, and then Sungoose, yeah, doesn't have it, but up to 10,000 feet. Old Sungu. Excellent. Okay. Right, now do a performance calculation for the current conditions in Queenstown, enter destination data. Yep, we'll do that very shortly. Just get the latest weather. Okay, flight plan, NAVRAD, prog. Performance, next. QNH in Queenstown is 1024. Bit of a ridge happening over the South Island. 4 degrees, wow, okay. Good for skiing. Wind is a little bit all over the place, but we'll just say 0604. The DA for us on my chart will do 0.1 minima. It's 1560. And that is okay. Right, the setup for the go around is 3000 for thrust reduction, 4000 for acceleration, and 4000 for acceleration single engine. Cool. Okay, I'm going to copy that. Secondary. Fuel wise, weight wise, we're all good. Got lots of extra gas, yeah, tankering, so it's no problem. Okay, secondary. What do we want to do in the secondary? Let's have a think about this. We could set the secondary up for a divert from Sungu to Makagal. So, what do we got here? Or we could set it up for a return back into Queenstown, which would probably be better. So if we went missed in Queenstown, we want to come back in 05. That would be the Sungu 4 Alpha, I believe. Yep, Sungu 4 Alpha arrival. Really? Really? You should be able to delete those. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. But what I've got is the Sungu 4 Alpha Sungu 4 Alpha arrival in the secondary. And then back in for the... Whoops. No. Down here. I'll tell you what, it's too complicated with Toliss. We'll just copy it. Just leave it. Okay, performance then. That's where I was at. Landing performance. We want to work out, it'll be brakes medium, but our limit for the tailwind. So it's 0.5. I'm going to do a tailwind of 5 knots. Temperature's 4 degrees, 1024 on QNH. Runway's dry. Engine anti-ice. We'll do engine anti-ice on. And I'm going to land with 4.5. 0 fuel is 61.1 and 4.5 is 65.6 landing weight. Brakes medium, reverses, and we'll see what that comes up with. 5 knot tailwind, brakes medium. Okay, that works. I'll take it up to 7 knot tail. Compute. 7 knot works, 24 metre margin. So our medium brake limit is -7 knot tailwind. Cool. And maybe we'll do 10 knots max manual. I'll do another calculation to confirm that, but it's going to work, no problem. Okay, so how do we go? Top of descent's coming up. So we did the flight plan, nav, rad, prog, performance, there, fuel, secondary. We just copied. So you should be able to just delete stuff. Oh yeah, you can. Yep, understood. I hope I don't crash us in by doing this. Okay, that's where it stops. Okay. See, I should be able to go Queenstown, arrival, 05 Yankee, oh, Zulu, wasn't it? Zulu? Yeah, Zulu. And then the Sungo 4 Alpha insert. And yeah, just doesn't like it. Got it there, but I can't delete any of these, which you can in real life. So if we went missed and we wanted to return to Queenstown, we could, it's in here in the secondary. So Sungu 4 Alpha arrival back in for the 05. Ah, no, it links it up with, oh, what a mess. Yeah, okay, it's not working. Negative learning, so I just won't worry about the secondary. Okay. Flight sim can only go so far, unfortunately. Queensland traffic, New Zealand 653 LRUV, flight level 280. We're about to send out of 280 for 10,000, descending on the LRUV 4 Alpha for 05, Queensland. Right. Thrust idle, descent out 10,000 blue. Thrust idle. Okay, 1025. degrees. 0404. Great Viz. Oh, no cloud, it's cleared up. Okay. there's Queenstown straight ahead to about 11 o'clock. Lake Wanaka, just forward of the engine. There's our broken cloud. It's the actual weather in real life. Broken 1100 feet. Okay, so it's finally caught up. So we will have some cloud. Right, did miss some stuff out, so flight attendants prepare the cabin for landing. 320. .1 required. GPS primary accuracy high, GPS primary accuracy high, and GPS monitor both in nav. So we're good to go. Continue for the approach. There's coming up transition set QNH 025 is set cross check through 50,600 now. Check. Right, the wind up here is excellent for us today. It's southwester, so it's a headwind at this stage. And it's basically, as we get lower, it's turning into a nor'easter, very light. So wind is not really a factor today at all. It's remarkables off the wingtip. double ding now. So there's the remarkables off my wingtip, Lake Wanaka, Lake Wakatipu. Now the weather's just cleared. I expect it to become broken again. Right, the big slowdown to 220 knots at the initial approach fix. Activate approach phase. Approach phase activated. Okay, clear for the approach. We'll set 3100. The final set point in virtual world is the FAP, Omubu. So we'll select the approach button just prior to Omubu. In real life, the final set point's SATA. Right, we've got descent and alt 10,000 magenta. There's Glenorchy, the head of Lake Wakatipu. Right, let's go flap 1, speed check, flap 1. I'm just going to pull speed and set 180. I'm going to select flap 2. Its speed is very close to VFE next. 10,000 feet. Signs are done. Lights. We'll do approach checks very shortly. Approach checklist. Speed mode. Approach checklist. BRF. QNH is 1025. Seatbelts on minima, barrow 1560 feet, auto brake is medium, engine mode select is normal, flap 2, speed check flap 2, RMP is 0.1, checklist complete. Okay, we'll set 170. tailwind as we turn final, but it's only about 6 knots. Yes, understood. Speed. Thrust idle. So normally you'd see a blue down arrow at the FAP. In this case it's Mubu. We don't, so keep an eye on that. It'll probably happen bang on the FAP. We'll get final approach mode once we select approach mode. Right. Well, looking at the actual Queenstown weather, yeah, it's still a base at 1100 feet, so I'm not sure what Active Sky is doing. Yeah. Sun setting, okay. Okay, approach button, approach nav final blue. 160. I'm just going to set this below, just so we don't get out constraint. Rocky, get out. end of a mist. We'll climb to 9,000 feet, and we've got that 175 max speed at it's Queenstown 557 on my chart, but it's Labu 175 6,000, which will meet no problem.
2,500.
Check. Speeds managed. Flap 3. Speed check. Flap 3. Flap full. Speed check. Flap full.
2,000.
Final approach. Okay. Queenstown traffic, New Zealand 653. Amubu. We're through 2800 for the RNAV 05. Queenstown. Land checklist. EK memo. Landing in oblique. Land checks complete. Right, and 9,000 feet set for the mist. 9,000 set. Okay. Okay, I'm going to disengage. Stable. Okay, let's pretend that someone has crashed ahead of us on the runway and the airport's closed. Alright, so we can't land, so we'll go around. Just having a look at the airport scenery. That's checked.
Minimum 500.
Go around. Flap. Flap 3. Mantogo SRS nav. Water thrusters armed. Check. Positive climb. Gear up. Gear up. Okay. Autopilot 1. Queenstown traffic. New Zealand 653. Missed approach 05. Queenstown. Not much to see. Okay, so there's a 3000, so we'll smoothly go back to thrust climb auto thrust. 4000 is the acceleration phase. That should peg 175 knots. Our constraint here. Last time I didn't, it was like 162 or something like that, so we'll see what happens this time. Open climb. Yeah, so I did the same thing again. That's alright. We'll pull speed. It's a max speed, so I'll set 160. And there's normally a waypoint right here where you have to be plus 6,000 feet, so we're already at 48, so it should be no problem. Okay, so we're above 4,000 feet, we're above F speed, so we'll go flap 2. Speed check flap 2. That'll help us out even more. problem. So within 50 miles, our MSA is 10,000 feet. It's Lake Hayes, shot over river just ahead. Speed up star. Okay, we'll just speed up to 170. And we'll say ATC clear us to 10,000 feet. So we've got thrust climb, open climb out, 10,000 blue. Coming up on our max speed of 175, so that's close enough for me. Speed's managed. Speed out star. Flap 1. Speed check, flap 1. We will clean up. Flap 0. Speed check, flap 0, L. Okay, I'm just going to pull speed and I'm going to set 250. Right, we're visually tracking at 10,000 feet. The MSA within 25 miles is 11,400, but let's go to 12. So thrust climb, open climb out, 12,000 blue, just with the lack of ATC. So we'll just go to 12,000 feet, through 10. Do the acceleration flow through 10,000 feet. Speed up star. Right, I'm happy with where the plane is. We're heading south towards Invercargill. That's where we're going, and we're above terrain. Is coming up 11.4, so we're good to go. So if I go, what have we got here? That's this approach here. So if I go, Sungu, enable alternate, I'm just going to pull heading, insert, Costnex, yeah, that's fine, we'll just keep the Costnex. So if I go direct now to, gotta make sure I get the right one, yeah, direct to Sungu, insert, so we've got the Sungu, then Sungu hold. We don't want to hold, we'll just pretend we'd move on to, yep, okay, so I can delete the Sungu hold, clear the Sungu hold, no, should be able to clear it, okay, insert. Okay, I'll be heads down while you do that. So that should have enabled cruise phase. It's in climb phase. Right, so if I put in 12,000, that will enable cruise phase. Help cruise? Okay, cool. So we're out of go around, we're in out cruise space, so that's good. So flight plan we've already checked. We'll go through it again. So we're going to do the ANOPA arrival and the RNAV 22. So flight plan's good. Number cargo for what it's worth, hard tuned. Prague. Number cargo. Yep, 22. Right, now on active sky, I can see the weather for Invercargill, and they're going for a QNH 1025, tropical 8 degrees, and the wind is 270 at 2. 136 flap config full, that's fine. And on my charts for Invercargill, for the RMP22, the DA is for Capt D 350. And the elevation is, yeah, basically pretty much sea level, so I'll do 1500, 1500. Approach for single engine, if that were to happen, is 3000. So obviously we would have done a PA to the flight attendants and the passengers by now. Told the company we're diverting. Right, so go around setup, performance to setup, fuel wise, yeah, still got heaps of gas. We've got 3.8. We're landing with 3. So we're only using a couple hundred. Be a little bit more than that actually, but anyway, we've got tons of gas, no problem. Secondary copy. Right. Brakes medium, we'll keep brakes medium. We'll do landing data and we'll say it's brakes medium with that weather. Should be fine. Turn off terrain, you can keep it on. Right, and I'll just quickly brief myself for the ANOPA arrival. So I just want to make sure we are above terrain, so that's +10, yep, +7, MOVSA, yep, ANOPA's +6, yes. Mompy is 4000 plus, yep, correct. And Leylev is 2000. Interesting. +2. Let's have a look at the approach. Profile wise at Dunx max 210. And +2, yeah, that checks. So the initial is Leylev, the final descent point is Poltu, and that's the FAP as well, final approach fix. It's all set, checked. FLS modelled in here. No, I don't think we turned that option on actually. I thought there was an option for FLS. the old-fashioned way in final approach. All right, here we go. Top of descent. I'm going to set 2,000 feet, which is the minimum altitude and set profile. Pretend we're clear for the approach. Speed's managed. Right, 20,000 flow. Flight attendants appear there. Yep, done. Right, 0.3. Required. GPS runway accuracy high. We're not using cost index 0. Talked about that already. Transition QNH and Invercargill was 1025. 1025 is set cross-checked through 11,000 feet. Now check. Okay, you got terrain on. 10,000 coming up. Approach checklist. Bower F. QNH is 1025. 025. Seatbelts on. Minimize. Barrow 350 feet. Water brake is medium. Engine mode select is normal. And RMP is 0.3. Approach checklist complete. Invercargill traffic, New Zealand 653 is approaching waypoint Movsa. We're through 9,500 descending on the AMPOV 6 Bravo arrival for RNAV 22 Invercargill. I've got Alt 7000 magenta. Activate approach phase. Approach phase activated. Speeds managed. Okay, coming up the initial. It's final set point again. Cargo traffic, New Zealand 653, low lift, we're through 3,400, descending 2,000 for the RNAV 22 of the cargo. Green dot's close enough to 210. But we will slow, so flap 1, speed check flap 1. Just before it gets dark. Flap 2, speed check, flap 2. Speed select 170.
$2,500.
That's checked. Okay, cleft approach. Speed, final approach. 3,000 set for the mist. Yep. Speed's managed. Get down. Get down. Cargo traffic, New Zealand 653, we're inbound RNAV 22, under cargo. Flap 3, speed check, flap 3. Flap 4, speed check. FL. Land checklist, DKMMO, landing no blue, land checks complete. Okay, clear to land, disengage. Just flight directors off. Bird on. Down course 90. Right, we'll just fly this without getting too low. thrust as well. Stable. So if you put the top of the tail, the fin of the bird on the horizon, that matches 3 degrees. A bit fast, slowing down.
Above. 400.
Check.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. 100. 50. 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Spoilers, reverse screen decel.
Auto brake on.
17. Welcome to Invercargill. Okay, spoiler flaps. Actually, there's no turning base, so I'll just come out here and then hang a lefty, and then a right. Full right. Brake fan on. Right, still on the runway, so we'll keep all the lights on. There's not much we can do here. That's oh, I have to disarm that. Turn you guys off. Start the EPU. Flight checklist, radar and practical wind shear. Off. Flight checklist complete. Right, so I've just downloaded this scenery again from a chap in New Zealand who basically does all the airports in New Zealand. I forget his name. I'll try and put a link in for him in my video. Yeah, I mean, all the stuff that he does is a lot better than the default. So yeah, it's very good. Right, we'll taxi off here. Do we have a little jetway? No. I think they used to for the 73200 when it used to come here. Alright, in any case, right turn here. Cargo traffic, New Zealand 653 is vacated, runway 22, Invercargo. Okay. Taxi light off, strobe off, and just to really distract myself, transponder. Right, I think we'll just follow the lights here. It's a safest bet. Okay, park and brake set, pressure's good, AP is available, at the time, shutting down. %, on the N1's good, beacon off. AP blade. Already sent. Okay. That's all good. Alright, package checklist, back brake or chocks, back brake on. Engines off. Fuel pumps off. Yellowish pump is off. ATC, standby, back checklist complete. Alright. Sorry folks, he ended up in Invercargo. Let's do a bit of ground services here. What can we do? We can ground services, external power, chocks in please, packs, open. Let's pretend they can offload. Open. Open on. There's no catering. And yeah. Now I do need to buy this view external free camera. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looking really good. Okay, hope you enjoyed that flight. Recap, yeah. Christchurch, Queenstown, missed approach, star, RNAV. Flight director's off, bird on, approach with manual thrust. It was okay, not too bad. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next one.